fantastic. You've improved. You're not the same violinist that I just saw. How many months ago was that? Like
months?
A year ago or so?
We first met 2 years ago.
Right, but I think most recently I saw you about a year ago.
For our orchestra lesson?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, well, you sound so great. Wow. Okay, so this is one of my most favorite concertos. So this is Bach's A minor concerto. It is one of the most difficult concertos. It is really challenging, and you're doing such a great job with so many aspects of it. One thing I'm wondering, just because we're on this beautiful stage, would you consider standing with your posture just a little bit taller? Would you think maybe just, yeah? Because what is my posture like this? Well, it was maybe because you're looking at your music a little bit, so I'm wondering if maybe let's raise it. And then what I'd love you to do, I'm going to bring you just a little bit this way. When you're performing, I want you to imagine. Do you have a favorite concert hall, or can you think of a place you like to play in? Yeah, so if we're doing that, can we aim to play all the way to the back of that hall? And by meaning that, so when you're playing this instrument, you want to make sure these beautiful, this wonderful F's where the sound comes out, you want them to always be parallel. Because right now, when you're playing, it was, not quite centered, but I want your sound to go all the way there. Yes, and that looks great. And then with your body language, and I was talking about that with you too, you want to make sure that you are sharing your music. It's really important because if we're a little bit withdrawn this way, the sound doesn't carry and you don't communicate the music as well. So when you start this again, that you're giving this music to the people, and you were doing that. I just want you to do a little bit more. Let's try the beginning again. And nose and scroll, same height. Yeah, that looks good. I'll remind you later, don't worry. Yeah, let's try this. Remember, yeah, that looks good. When you have the solo, where does it say in your music solo? Yeah, da 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 da. So, sorry, yeah, I think it's because I have the orchestral version. So this is here I can put this on your stand. This is what.
So they play this.
Yes. So when you're playing this with the orchestra, then all the violins play up till here with you. So it's really fun. It's super fun. But as you can see, it's a solo here. Yeah, da 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 da.
Goes throughout the page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then you're solo for a good long time. So what's cool about this Bach is that in the old days you would be conducting and leading this. So that's why, and you're doing a good job with that. So you're showing really good rhythm. You're able to have the piano with you. But now when the solo comes in, when you have this, I want you to change your sound a little bit. Because it's
volume?
Well, no, volume, but kind of intense. So what do you think? It says mezzo forte. I think you could bring down slightly your dynamic. And you are doing it, but I think you could do it a little bit more. Yeah, and I think with your bow speed, Marley, if you could use, so instead of, something like, use a slower bow speed with a heavier bow, not the... You can get a different emotion. You know what I mean? Like you could, like now you're at the point, because you know what, you're playing it so well, that try to think of what kind of like sound you want to share. And it doesn't have to be that one, but I think I want to try once for the mezzo forte where you just play with a little bit slower bow speed. Just try it. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. How about, and I like it's all, yeah, do you like, it's very resonant. Do you want to try it where it's kind of like with your bow arm? In other words, is, yeah, so try, can you do open A? Yeah. How your bow arm will control the emotion of the sound. Do you kind of know what I mean? Okay, let's try it with just the right hand. Then E. You see how there's so many different kinds of sounds you can get out of the string? So that I like what you just did. How about we try that? Just right from there by yourself? I love that. And if I may, do you want to try making a little crescendo, so start a little less? So just a little bit of the phrasing, you know? Bring me in. Yeah, try that, yeah. You're good. Like, I always thought that, so you're kind of inviting people to your story, and then when you get to this part, the party's kind of started. Like, you're just like, okay, this is what this is about, and let me tell you the whole story, if that makes sense. So the first part of the solo is kind of a teaser. What do you think? Yeah. It doesn't have to be that story, though. Do you want to try that again from there? It sounds awesome. How about da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da?
Should I try with the piano?
Yeah, let's try it with the piano. Great idea. Yeah.
Forgive me, what's the measure?
Oh, sorry,
I'm so sorry.
you're
It's
great.
24. Oh, 24.
An A, rehearsal A. But let's do the downbeat. Oh, you know what? Why don't we play?
Oh, I know. Is
Yeah.
it that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So she'll do the pickup to that. Yeah. You know, you had that kind of phrasing where you're like telling everyone your story. Like I felt it, I was playing based on your energy that you're putting out there, which was super. The next section, what I'd like you to focus on is, there's those dots. Can you make them a little bit, do you have dots in yours? Staccato mark?
You might, at the phrase.
Yeah, so that one I think could be a little bit more pointed because it makes it sound like, what do you think?
Should we add a little bit of space between that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, add a little space. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you're right. You have such good ears. You're right. What I'm actually doing is, Marley's so observant. In this case, there's a dot at the end of the phrase, but in order for that note to create a dotted sound, you have to have space before the note. So you indeed will put a little break. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That's a really brilliant analogy.
I heard you playing it like that.
Well, see, you're so observant. I love that. Okay, can we play that a little slower? Just so hear it one more time? That's awesome. Okay, one more time. Yes, I love, do you guys hear that articulation that she's putting in there? Did you guys hear it? Violence, yeah? Okay. Okay, and then when you go to the A string, you have to work a little harder for the space, so a little bit more space. You have to a little bit more of a gap. Da 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 dee da da da. Then we bring back the party. But we interrupt the party with these things, important announcements that we have in the middle of it. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, since we have time, I want you to play the whole thing through one more time. And let's just see, have fun with it, and see if we can incorporate a few of those ideas. Okay. Gosh, that was a lot of fun. Thank you all for having me here today. Do you guys have any questions for me on anything? Or does anyone else have questions? Nice to have such a supportive community here. It's so wonderful.
Can I have questions after tomorrow's concert?
Yes, yeah, that would be, I would love that. Great. And Marley, what grade are you in now? Wow. You just really sound great. I can't tell you how happy to hear you. It's really great. Awesome. That's really fun. Thank you so much.